It is Tuesday, December 16th. It's chaos, really, in the Behind the Table studios because I'm joined by not only Sunny Hostin, but by Joy Behar.
Yeah.
What do we say? Starsky and Hutch?
Yes, Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise.
I didn't know that Joy
Butch and
always
Sundance.
got snacks. You've never offered me snacks.
I don't need to offer you snacks. First of all, your mood isn't dependent on whether you're hungry, which is the case with Joy. Yesterday, Whoopi was on and she brought cookies. Whatever
She
you'd like.
did?
We can take orders before.
I want savory popcorn.
I'm happy to do whatever we can for you.
This is kettle
She's
corn.
menopausal. I'm not.
Hey, exactly. There you go. All
So
right.
her mood is beyond food.
Yeah. But your mood changes with 3 kernels of popcorn. It's amazing. It doesn't take much. You're back.
It's called low blood sugar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a little salty, sweet.
All
It's
right.
sweet. I don't
We'll see
like
what
this
this
that
does.
much, but
All right, we need to talk. We're going to dive right into controversy.
Okay.
We're going to start with something that's been going around this office, this building. I got this information from one of my informants, and I'm not going to reveal who the source
He
is,
has
but I'm going to read you
several,
this text. While washing my hands just now, lady number 1, who I didn't recognize, said this: "Did you go to the sale upstairs?" Lady 2 said, "No, but I heard there was supposed to be good stuff." Lady number 1 then said, "Yeah, but Joy Behar and the View people went up and took everything."
This was the sale that
Deborah Roberts
This is
had?
Deborah Roberts' famous tag sale that she had that everyone was abuzz about.
Yeah.
what I will say is that
I'll tell you what I
heard
bought right now.
heard about the Deborah Roberts sale from my hair and makeup team. And so I did text Deborah Roberts to ask her about it because the View team was not told about it.
You tried to get early entry and were denied.
I did. No, I wasn't denied.
Oh, you weren't
actually.
denied.
And
She got
so
in.
what I did was I asked Deborah what time it was going to begin, and she said at 12. And I said, "Can I get there at 9?" And she said yes. I then went over to my sample sale buddy, Joy Behar, and I told her about the sale.
Right.
And so we went up at around 9 after the Hot Topics meeting.
Now, I know about this
However,
because the producers were all desperately
everyone was
looking for you
us
and could not find
well,
you.
we apologize. Now, in our defense, we did
We bought a few things.
bought
but
a
not
few
that
things,
much.
but not as much as Lara Spencer. And Joy did get a lot of stuff.
I got like 4 things.
And I
But
got
there were many, many more things
I
than
got
that.
like 5 things.
I got a pair of earrings. I bought a pair of earrings for somebody on the staff as a gift.
A beautiful pair of Chanel earrings.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. And I bought a pair of sunglasses and a bracelet. That was it.
All right, so you might
Well,
have cleaned
Deb
that a little
Roberts
bit.
is one of the best dressed people at
No,
ABC.
she is.
Not
And so
anymore. She's giving it all away.
Remember that trench coat she had?
that trench coat was
Yeah.
amazing.
That was
But
amazing.
so this is a complete of fake news.
Well, Deborah posted on her Instagram about the sale. This all went to charity, by the way. I want to point that out.
Son. 1 second.
All right,
He's
hold
calling
on.
from Panama. Hey, sweetie. I'm doing a podcast. Everything okay? Oh, can I put you on speaker? Can you say that again?
Yeah, I just missed you. Wanted to say hello.
Oh, thank you. I'm here with Joy Behar and Brian Teta.
Hey, Gabe.
Hey, Joy. Hey, Brian.
Hi, Gabe. Listen, what do you miss about her?
What do I miss? What's there not to miss?
There you go, my love.
Wow. This is a classic move because Christmas is a week away. I just
It
want to throw
is,
that out
it
there.
is.
She's doing her shopping. You want to get in at the last minute.
This is my boy. He's the best. But everything is okay, babe. I'm taping a podcast. Can I call you back in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
Yes, that's fine.
Are you coming home soon?
In a week.
Okay.
This is
You're
strategic.
definitely coming home, right?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You better
Okay.
bring a good gift
Yeah,
for your
no
mother.
promises. I might stay here.
No, I want you to come home. I'm okay. I'll call you back.
Okay, bye.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Love you, mean it.
Just calling mom to say how much you love her a week before Christmas. That is
No.
That is an incredible move.
You know what he asked for Christmas?
What?
He asked for. He's really into health and wellness, and
Yeah.
he asked for one of those concierge health things that checks like your blood levels and
yeah. That's cool.
hormone. That's all he asked for.
All right.
He's an interesting person.
He's got something loaded up, I'm telling you.
He's
You'll
a
see.
smart kid.
He's bringing a girl back. Something's
He
happening.
better not.
We'll see what happens. All right.
He's
We're
in Panama studying. He's doing an internship. He's actually working.
related to all of this.
Yes.
Last week on the podcast, a listener asked Joy about her gift-giving strategy for her grandson, Luca, and how she makes sure not to spoil him. Now, and by the way, are you still saying no to the big gift, or are you considering it now?
No, so far.
No, so far.
She needs to reconsider it. She
I think
needs to
she'll
get
crack.
him the gift.
I think she'll crack.
That's why you
which
work.
is-
You work to
It has
spoil your
nothing
family.
to do with that. I spoil them plenty.
That's your grandson.
I love my grandson, but I don't want to turn him into a monster.
No, but
You're
but
not.
He's going to wake up on Christmas morning thinking
That's the one
Nana's
thing
going to
he-
come through for me,
That's
and
the
it's not
one
going to
thing
be
he
there.
wants.
Look, I bought a pair of sneakers for him, and I called him and I showed it to him, and he approved them.
Okay, all right, so
But
we're
he
good.
didn't prove them over the other sneakers. He wants the other sneakers.
Think of the joy if you surprise him now and get him the big sneaker.
Yeah, get him the big
You
sneakers.
know, I
Joy.
did not grow up like this. My
No.
my parents both
Same.
worked hard for a living.
Mine too.
I never ever asked them for anything expensive. In fact, when I got married, my husband and I paid for our own wedding.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't believe in spoiling children and making them into little monsters.
I think
Did
that's
you just hear my son? He's not a little monster.
No, he's
we
not.
don't know what he's up to.
How do you handle gift giving for your kids, Sonny?
Well, my kids are older now. They're kidults, 23 and 19. We never spoiled them a lot. We do a lot of sort of experience type gifts, you know, like we'll all go ice skating together or
That's great.
something like that. But I do ask them to make a list of 1 to 5 things that Santa will give them.
Even when they're 25 years old, you're saying
Yes, and they both sent me gifts lists. Paloma wanted some paintbrush.
Yeah.
And she
Well, when
wants
they're older, they're more reasonable.
a fluffy thing, but they never asked for big, huge things.
That's because they're the kids that my grandson's age, 14, 13, 15, like that. They're on they're on here.
yeah, my kids
On
weren't
TikTok.
on
That's right.
on
That's
social
why they all
media.
have the same hairdos. They all want the same clothes.
That's true.
You're not wrong about that. Yeah, no, my 11-year-old just wants gift cards. She wants like a Sephora gift card.
She wants
and
to go shopping.
She wants to go shopping, and she
For
also
herself.
Yeah, she likes that
Oh.
stuff. And then also, she does want like Roblox gift cards. Like,
What's that?
It's an app on. It's like play games and things like that too.
Actually, Gabriel asked for an Audible gift card
Oh,
so he
that's
could
good.
download books.
Yeah, that's a good
And
thing
my
to
kids
have.
are freaking nerds, man.
Yeah.
They're not like.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Mine are not. They're not.
All right. Let's change gears. Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick were here last week, and they talked about their long marriage. Kevin said that people always say that marriage takes work, but to him, it's more about having fun together. I think when you're movie stars, you probably have a lot of fun together. Do you guys both agree with that?
Well, they're not competitive with each other. That's why they're having fun. A lot of people in the same industry
Yeah.
are competitive and they don't like each other.
Would you guys like it if your spouses were in the same industry?
No, I avoid lawyers at all costs. I always did.
Really?
It's not a
You
good
need
idea.
the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
You don't want the same thing.
My wife and I are in the same industry. She's not working right now, but we, you
I
know,
don't like that for you.
there was 1 minute where she almost took a job at my company that I was working at. And
no.
it didn't work out, and that was probably for the best in
I don't think it would
retrospect.
work for you at all.
No, I don't think
With
so.
I don't
Heather?
think so.
Yeah,
No.
no,
That's a bad combo.
yeah.
But they have a good marriage. It appears.
You and I? Or no, them?
I think no. I can tell by the way they behave.
Yeah.
It looks like they have a good marriage. They
Yeah.
have been together a long time.
And they're friends.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Friendship is the big thing. Manny and I laugh together a lot.
You have to be friends.
No, I have to say, there's nothing I enjoy more than getting alone time with my wife still, which is
Yeah.
nice. Like if we go on vacation together, I love it.
And you laugh, right?
Yeah,
There's a lot of
absolutely. Or going to
jokes.
dinner or anything else, I look forward to it as much as I do anybody else. All right, let's get your take on some stories from our hot topic list, if we
Okay.
can do that. A man wrote into the New York Times asking how to deal with this situation. The man is in his 50s and said one of his oldest friends is constantly insulting his wife. His friend apparently insults this guy's wife when he's not around, and it really upsets her. Should he confront his friend about why he does this?
course.
I don't think I could
Yes.
take that. I think that would be a real problem for
Why
me.
is he even
You
friends
wouldn't do
with this
it?
dude?
I think I would confront the person. I don't think I could be friends with someone that was.
No, absolutely
Taking
not.
shots at
He's
my-
dead.
my
He's
wife.
dead. I told this. We did this topic.
I don't think so.
Remember, I told the story of Steve having a friend who, when I first started going out with him, he said, "You should find somebody prettier."
Oh, you told.
Oh,
you
we did
say
a
that.
spin on this.
Yeah.
Because we talked about if somebody is dead to your husband, should they be dead to you as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
And I told that story,
Right.
and
And Steve dropped him.
pretty much.
Yeah.
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 You want to call him out? Say his
This
name.
was all before I was on television.
Oh, really?
I'd love to hear what he has to say now about how pretty I am.
I
Exactly.
can't believe someone would say that.
Well, you know, because he has a wife. Maybe I don't even know what his wife looks like.
Wow.
I bet she's not on TV.
No one from that group is on TV. Trust me.
All right. Let's get to some holiday questions. This is the holiday edition of our audience questions. We've lost Joy. She's on her phone. Those people on the show today were correct. What was the best Christmas gift you've ever received?
Oh, I got a bike from my parents when I was 7.
And it still stays with you.
It was the best, and my father took me outside and taught me how to ride it.
I
Oh,
wasn't
that's
allowed
wonderful.
to ride a bike.
You weren't?
No, it was dangerous.
Yeah. Okay. What was the best gift you ever got?
I think it was a stuffed toy that
Mm-hmm.
looked like Bambi.
Oh wow. I hope it's okay.
Wow.
Gone.
Bike experience. I mean, think about it. You know, I grew up pretty poor
Mm-hmm.
in the projects, and I wanted a bike, but they were kind of pricey,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know how they scraped up the money, but I got this bike, and I was really excited.
No, that's big. That's
that was
big.
a big one, a bicycle.
See, Sonny and I have different ways of approaching life. She was poor. I guess I was too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I always like to think we were broke. Both my parents worked. The
Mm-hmm.
fact that
Yeah.
we had no money is because my father gambled.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But she thinks that you should indulge your children. And I don't agree with that.
Yeah. I don't. I want my kids to be exposed to things that I could have never been exposed to, like travel, a certain type of
That's not what I'm talking about.
experience. But even clothing, like my kids thrift, so they don't like fancy clothes. But if they did, I would get them the sneakers.
I
that they want.
listen, I pay for private school. I pay for camp. I pay for trips. My daughter lived in Italy for a year or
Yeah,
two.
you're very generous.
That's nice.
I also agree with expansion of the experience.
Exposure.
But when kids are on this trending TikTok thing that is overpriced, there are children who have nothing. There are children who are walking around with tattered clothing in this country right now. Why do they have to have these expensive clothes? I don't agree with that.
I think they're both valid. I think
And my uncle Ralph, they moved to New Jersey. This is like middle class thinking, but they lived in New Jersey. And my uncle grew up in my tenement that I grew up in. He used to take them in the car and drive them to the tenement to show them how people lived, because they had a nice ranch house in New Jersey, and it was his thing to take them to the neighborhoods that he grew up in.
I did
to
that.
show them what people really live like. And
I do that.
Not everybody is living in a ranch in New Jersey.
Yeah, I do that
No, I
with
think
my
that's good.
kids.
Yeah.
I take them to where I grew up. We do community service where I
think
grew up
that's
because they
important.
need to understand
Volunteering.
also where they came from.
Right.
But in terms of like a gift, I think it's not excessive, but I think it's okay to give your kids something nice.
I think you have to keep
it's
tabs on
okay.
who your
Believe
kids
me.
are
but
becoming,
not
too.
too much.
I think
It's,
if
you and I are talking in a different conversation here. I'm not talking about not giving children nice gifts. I believe in that.
Yeah.
I also the kid wants something that is overpriced.
yes, expensive sneakers. We've talked about this on the
Yes,
show.
and
yeah.
and their both his parents said ignore him.
Right.
Well,
you're choosing to
can
ignore
I
them.
just mention
Because they were raised also with good values.
these aren't necessarily just expensive sneakers. They're actually couture. He can resell them on the real,
You're
and
both
they're one of the things
You're both
that
making good points to me.
yeah.
Well, that's something else.
He can resell them, which is what my kid does. My kids resell their
Yeah.
stuff.
I
Well,
deal with
that's
this too. I mean, my children are probably spoiled, but they don't feel spoiled to me. They don't feel obnoxious. They seem
Yeah.
to be grateful. They seem to.
You know,
they don't
these
want for
earrings
much.
that I had all day are two different earrings.
Really?
I had them on the show today. They're two completely different earrings.
But they look nice. They
are.
They go
But they
together.
don't match.
No.
They complement one
This is
another.
why. This is why people tune into Behind the Table. They find out things they wouldn't have known just watching the show.
Look,
Oh, they complement each other though. That's probably very in now.
I could start a trend.
There you go.
I think it's stylish.
Mismatched earrings.
I like,
like
it.
it.
I got them for like $3 at a yard sale.
See, vintage shopping is great.
There we go. Oh, so you bought mismatched earrings at a yard sale. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Well, it's possible that I have two separate pairs. I can't wait to get back and check
Oh, see, all right,
to
this
see
is-
if I have two pairs or if I've been walking around with this thinking that these are the same earring.
This is the most excited you've been all day. This is fantastic. All right. Continuing with our holiday roundup here. What's your take on holiday cards? Do you send them? Do you believe in them?
You know,
Do
I
need them?
love the holiday cards. I used to have the funniest cards.
Oh, yeah. In a
You
different
know,
era of comedy.
I mean, Ashley, who works here, she still has one of my cards on her book. I think it's a picture of me.
The hairy one?
No, it's the one. Oh yeah,
The one with the hairy
Have a
armpits,
hairy
yeah.
Christmas with
I like
my
that one.
armpits.
yeah, I like
But
that
you
one
don't
too.
do the cards anymore.
No,
They're a lot of work.
I know there's so much
Yeah.
to do.
Because then what if you leave someone off the list?
Right.
And
Well, it's the truth with gifts also.
Yeah. Do you have a family card you're putting out this year?
I used to do it every year, and then I got tired. I you know, people move. You got to put all the labels together. It's so much work.
Heather's
a lot of
working on
work.
ours now. I haven't sent them
On the
yet.
Oh,
card?
you
Yeah.
guys are really good at it. I get yours every year, and they're beautiful. And you take the picture with the kids and
Yeah.
stuff.
I
That's
think
so
I'll
much
make
coordination.
maybe I'll make one, but I don't even know everybody's address anymore.
It's one of the things I love about the season. So my wife hangs up like clotheslines of everyone's Christmas card we get,
We have a
which
wreath.
is nice.
with
She
all
is
of 'em.
unbelievable.
And then we actually decorate around the house with framed versions of the Christmas cards we've sent
Oh,
at the
that's
holidays.
nice.
All right, last question. Do you have a favorite holiday tradition?
And all I know is I have certain things that are absolutely mandated.
Okay, tell me what they
We
are.
have to be together on Christmas Eve. I don't care where it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. That's the only holiday I actually care about.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh.
Yes. And then Christmas Day, I have people over, which I'm going to do this year again.
And don't you do the 7 fishes?
My son-in-law will make the 7 fishes on Christmas Eve because he learned that from his grandmother in Staten Island.
Do you eat all the 7 fishes?
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
mean, I haven't had fish since 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You haven't had fish for
No,
2 years?
I can't eat fish anymore. As Robin says, nothing from the sea goes into me.
Yeah. I say the same. I'm not a fish guy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't. I used to even like tuna salad. I don't like that anymore. Nothing. I don't know.
wow.
Yeah.
I've turned.
This is my dad passed away over the summer, and this is the first holiday without him.
Oh, that's
and-
going to be
That's
hard.
hard.
Yeah, and he was he was the cook, so he would always do Christmas Eve,
That's hard.
and and Christmas and overcook for all of it, and we'd have like
Yes.
lasagna along with everything else, and so it'll be different this year. That'll be hard, but
Can you take over the cooking mantle?
I'm not a cook. We're gonna host on Christmas
Okay.
Eve, my mom, and we're
Good.
gonna cater and do that because Heather
Or
doesn't
maybe
really cook either.
try.
I miss my Aunt Rose because my Aunt Rose was in charge of every meal.
Mm-hmm.
So, like at Thanksgiving, she would have soup first,
Right.
then lasagna, and then turkey
Yeah.
with all the trimmings of the candied yams and all this other stuff. One year, she woke up like she was in a trance, and she said, "Okay, no more soup." And she cut out the soup, and then she said to us, "We don't eat heavy like we used to."
You know what that meant? I'm tired of making the
Yeah.
soup. I'm tired because I'm the host in my family.
Yes.
So I do all the cooking and I do Thanksgiving and then I do Christmas Day. Now we used to do Christmas Eve at my husband's parents' house because Christmas Eve was his mother's birthday and Christmas Day was his father's birthday.
Oh, really?
So like you, my in-laws are no longer with
Yeah.
us. So my brother-in-law and his wife took over Christmas Eve. I don't think they listen to the podcast. The problem is they don't cook well.
Ooh.
You better keep this out.
They don't cook
They
that
don't listen,
well.
it's
So they don't listen. So they don't cook that well, but I love them and I love his wife, especially
Right.
Casey. They try, but they don't cook. So what we've started to do, we did it last year. We brought some fried chicken with us from
Oh.
Popeyes.
Oh, good.
Little potluck.
But they got insulted by it.
I don't blame
So-
them, really.
Yeah,
It's
so they-
kind of
insulted
rude
too?
to bring food
Yeah, they
to
got
a dinner.
They got insulted. So Christmas Day, we stay at home and we cook for ourselves, and we do the Christmas Olympics, and our friends come over.
Well,
That's
this
right.
year, Bernadette, who used to work here, her
Yes.
husband,
The
who is
Bernadette I know.
yes, who is a fabulous cook. Was born in Florence.
Yeah, he's an
Italy.
Italian count, isn't
He's
he?
an Italian count.
Oh,
He is making a risotto with porcini mushrooms and a pasta dish for my Christmas Day. so I don't even have to cook.
That's
gonna be
amazing.
Good.
I know.
My sister cooks and my brother-in-law cooks.
So
and
your sister can
my
take
sister can
over.
take over the family traditions of cooking,
Yeah.
and my brother-in-law is a good cook, and they love hosting, and they have that beautiful house we
But
talked
since
about.
you're
Yes.
kind of in mourning this year, are they going to still do it?
They're gonna do it. They're
It's,
gonna do
it's
it. Yeah.
nice to do. Manny took over making the flan, which is what his mother used to make, and he makes an excellent
That's
flan.
nice. I
Yeah.
love a flan.
So
Yeah.
that'll be hard, but and then but it's important and good for the kids and everything
It
to
is.
keep going forward with traditions. And then on the day after, we're going to Disney World, so that'll be fun.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be good. Thank you for joining me today, Joy and Sunny. It was a pleasure as always. Tomorrow I'll be back with the beautiful Sarah Haynes, and we will see you then.